How's it going, guys? Gonna get this thing started here so we can talk about healthy eating patterns. Is it gonna work? There we go. All right, so healthy eating patterns, portion and serving size, and beverages. So we're looking at obesity in America here first. Um, it's increasing rapidly. Um, being overweight means you're having a body mass index greater than 25. Being obese is having a body mass index of 30 or greater. The numbers tend to be greater in the southeast, which is where we live. Two main contributing factors are Americans being less active and consuming more food than needed or ideal body weight. So, adding on to that, the number of Americans who are either overweight or obese is increasing rapidly. Um, this is happening all over the country, but like I said, in the southeast is the most predominant right now. Now, there are many reasons why this trend's happening, but two of the major ones, like I said before, are Americans being less active and consuming more food than is actually needed. So think about those, hitting on those two main points. Um, Calories is energy and food is measured in calories it produces when eaten. 3,500 calories consumed and not used by our body are stored as 1 pound of fat. Excess calories add up to excess pounds. These excess pounds can lead to health problems such as diabetes, high blood pressure, and generally overall poor health. So, some lifestyle choices that affect health. Sedentary lives. Sedentary means lack of physical activity. Unhealthy eating habits and poor choices in food selection. I'm going to add to that in what I will be teaching you guys if we were in person. So just listen up. Um, Not only do Americans lead more sedentary lives, but we demand that we get the most food we can for our money. We are asked, do you want a biggie size that? And many people frequent all you can eat restaurants with little thought of the results of eating too much food. In the news recently was a restaurant in Las Vegas called the Heart Attack Grill, complete with servers dressed as doctors and nurses and an ambulance parked outside. On the menu is a triple bypass cheeseburger, and any person weighing over 350 pounds gets free food. The news was not very good. A very large man had suffered a heart attack while consuming one of those burgers. Everyone thought it was a publicity stunt, but for the man, it was deadly serious. A very popular fast food restaurant advertises a $5 meal. You've probably heard of that before, which includes a double cheeseburger, hot dog with all the fixings, french fries, and a large drink, and an apple pie for dessert. What's wrong with this meal? All the calories added up in that meal would shoot the calorie limit for a day. So everything you need in one day is right there in one meal, but you can't have anything else the rest of the day. Um, and if consumed habitually, all sorts of health problems could result in including cardiovascular disease, which is the number one killer of Americans, which includes your heart. In order to be healthier, we need to consume fewer calories, fat, sugar, and salt, which is really important. Salt's in everything. The value meal is no value when you consider the cost of poor health. So, just kind of reiterating there what I was just talking about with the heart attack grill and whatnot. Um, but I wanted you guys to really listen to those stories. I know sometimes it's easy just to click through the slides. So, we're looking at portion sizes. Um, it's kind of crazy, but this is what they're supposed to be. Um, I know in our lives, we have seen things be a certain size since we were born. Um, like a slice of bread or a pancake for that matter should be the size of a compact disc. I know that every time I've ever made pancakes, they've been pretty much the size of the plate I'm eating on. Um, for cooked rice, pasta, or potatoes, we only need a cupcake wrapper amount. Think about how small that is. That's all you actually need. Anything else is going to be too much. For 1 cup of cereal, the size of a baseball. Cornbread, a bar of soap. Those are for your grains. Looking at dairy and cheese. So 1.5 ounces of cheese basically is 4 dice. Or 1 serving of string cheese. Half a cup of ice cream equals 1 baseball. Fats, oil or butter, equals 1 dice worth. That's all you need is 1 dice worth. So basically, you take probably 2 spoonfuls at the most. Meats and proteins. 3 ounces of fish, or the size of a checkbook. 3 ounces of meat, poultry, or pork. Deck of cards. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. And that ranges out to about 1 golf or ping pong ball. Vegetables, a big one. Half cup of fresh or cooked vegetables is about 1 computer mouse size. 1 cup of salad greens is 1 baseball. 1 baked potato, you should only eat 1 cupcake wrapper worth. Fruits. Sorry, I had to take a sip of my coffee. Getting a little dry. Half a cup of fresh fruit equals 1 computer mouse. 1 medium fruit, you guessed it, a baseball. Half a cup of dried fruit is going to be around a large egg size. So, some school nutrition requirements. As of 2018, 2 ounces of protein you must at least get per day, 1 ounce of bread, 2 servings of fruits or vegetables, which is 3/4 of a cup, 1 cup total, in that range. Half a pint, 8 ounces, or 1 cup of milk. Some natural sugars that we're going to talk about are sugars that occur in food and not added during processing, production, or at the table. Some examples of food with natural sugars are fruits, fruit juices, and dairy products. Added sugars are sugars not naturally found in a product. These sugars are added during processing, preparation, or at the table. Many foods with added sugars provide calories but no essential nutrients or fiber, which we call empty calories, kind of like drinking a soda. So, adding on to that, look at the amount of sugar in these drinks. I'm sure you've drank some of these before. So think 5 grams of sugar is 1 teaspoon. So think that my favorite soda, Coca-Cola, right there in the middle. You think, how many teaspoons is that going to be? 7 teaspoons of sugar. So you're literally dipping and turning that sugar into that can. Think about that. Probably over a quarter of that can, maybe even more, is full of sugar. That's just not healthy for us, and it kind of scares me looking at it. So some major sources of added sugars in American diets. As I stated already, sugar, energy drinks, and sports drinks, which is 36% of added sugar intake. Grain-based desserts, 13% of added sugar intake. Your grain-based is going to be cakes, stuff like that, bread type sweets. Sugar-sweetened fruit drinks, 10% of added sugar intake. Dairy-based desserts like ice cream or yogurt, 6% of added sugar intake. Candy, 6% of added sugar intake. As seen from data above, most Americans get added sugars from soda, energy drinks, and sports drinks every day. Determining nutrient-dense beverages. As a reminder, nutrient-dense foods are foods that provide large amounts of nutrients, vitamins, and minerals and relatively few calories. You want to consider the following. What is the total number of calories per serving? What is the amount of sodium per serving? How much caffeine does a serving contain? Does the beverage provide nutrients needed in our diet? Now, just to finish, just wanted to read this to you guys. It's 12 smart ways to write your portions. Listen to your body's cues. So, listening to your body, are you satisfied when you've ate a few bites? Prepare less food for meals so you're not tempted to eat too much. Start with a small serving. Use smaller plates and glasses. Slow down your pace of eating. Eat half of your meal and wait 20 minutes and see how you feel. Never eat out of the bag. Like if you have a whole bag of chips there, you're probably going to want to sit there and eat the whole bag. It's very tempting. So think about it. Just take some out, put them on a small plate. Think before you order. Always go for the small size. Share, share, share. Sharing meals when eating out is a great way to save money and calories too. So think about the next time you're out with a friend eating a pizza. Just share the pizza. Don't get your own. Share a burger. Don't get your own. Just cut it in half. That's all you need. Um, you could also just eat half of your meal that you order and take half home. Eat regular meals and snacks. So those are just 12 smart ways to right size your portions. Um, I really hope this helped you guys some. I really enjoyed looking at all this. There's a lot of data and a lot of information that I still couldn't teach you guys that are just based online. Um, but hopefully, once we get back in person, maybe next year we can dive deeper into it.